Hi, I'm Ron Howard. You know, I've been in this business a long time and I've seen a lot of crazy stuff go down, but nothing that rivals the scope of this COVID-19 pandemic. I am so grateful that the Motion Picture Television Fund is here to help. The MPTF helps individuals in our industry weather the storms of life. So if you're in need, or if you're fortunate enough to be able to donate, please go to mptf.com. You know, this pandemic is so vast and so brutal, it actually makes me miss some of my old problems. It's been helpful to go back and reconsider moments in my life that at the time were treated as total crisis. I thought it might help you as well. So in that spirit, here's a voicemail my agent, Warren Klein, left me in 1983.
Ron, it's Warren. If you're there, please pick up because this cannot wait, and I wanted to make sure you heard this news from me. Shelley Long has passed on Splash. I did everything I could to get a yes out of her, but Shelley, she's holding firm. And obviously, I'm stunned. I mean, Shelley, she brought you Splash in the first place. She and I saw the stage version at the taper. Shelley whispers to me, I see a movie here, and I want to do it with Brian and Ron. I didn't even stay for the second act. I walked right out to go to work on the rights deal. But between you and me, Ron, Shelley felt that Lowell and Babalu's draft was too funny. She wanted the mermaid to be more of the sea monster that it is in many of the origin stories. And maybe she's right, and maybe she's wrong, but Shelley's got a ton of heat. A ton of heat. Coming off of Night Shift. I mean, everybody said, a movie about prostitutes who work in a morgue is going to make audiences run for the hills, and that's exactly what they're doing. Agora Hills, okay? Where Night Shift just tested in the high 80s. So if you want Shelley to put on Finn's Touchstone, you need to pay her for it. And, of course, now Gear has passed on the male lead. And Armand was always a long shot coming off unfaithfully. I mean, you want to talk about a catastrophe? Fox's entire marketing campaign was, aren't we hot shit? We found a vehicle for Dudley and Nastasia. A big deal, guys. Okay, all anyone's talking about is Armand. So he's being offered everything. The buddy system, Dreamscape, any part he wants in Teachers. And now, I'm hearing you're testing TV actors. Ron, come on. But we are going to do what we always do. We're going to fight. Okay, this is not the first time that we as a community have been brought to our knees. I'll tell you something about this town. It knows how to get up off the ground. This city was built by survivors. So by the time summer is over, this will all be behind us. Actually, speaking of summer, Ron, tell me you've seen Summer Lovers. It's Randy Kleiser's follow-up to Blue Lagoon. I mean, between us, it's the exact same movie, but with Pete Gallagher in the Chris Atkins role. There's a young actress, I've been hip-pocketing her. She positively lights up the screen. She is perfect for Splash. She's got the body of a goddess and the name of an accountant. It's Daryl Hannah. Write that down, Ron, and then call me back. And keep your chin up, Ron. We're going to get through this, all right? You can reach me at the office, or you can fax me in the car. Okay, bye, and I love you. Okay, goodbye.
Somehow I survived that one, and I know our industry will come back from this much realer crisis that we're facing today. In the meantime, the Motion Picture Television Fund is here to help. Thank you.
We all play our part. Come play with us. Today, I would like to thank all those frontline healthcare workers who are out there every day, the nurses, the doctors, and all the other people it takes to keep a hospital up and running. The people who sanitize the rooms, the janitors, the parking attendants, the greeters, the people who put the juice in those little circle thingies. We appreciate each and every one of you. Today, we all play our part.
Today, I thank all the care workers on the front line who are putting our health and comfort and safety before their own. We applaud you. We appreciate you. We could not get through this without you. Today, we all play our part.
To all of our essential workers keeping our world working and healthy, from those who care for our elderly, who keep our streets clean, our prescriptions filled, our internet working, thank you. To all of those keeping our minds and souls healthy, from therapists to those staffing crisis hotlines 24/7, thank you. But thank you alone is not enough. We have to take care of those who have been taking care of us, and inshallah that is a promise that we can make and one that we can keep.
Hello. I'd like to express my extreme gratitude to everyone who's working on the front lines fighting this virus every day, saving people's lives, putting their own lives at risk. I have such extraordinary admiration for you and gratitude for what you do.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I worked for CBS for 34 years, doing camera, audio, editing, news exchange, and other things. Anyway, and after that, I do extra work for movies and television. And I just want to say thank you to the Motion Picture and Television Fund for thinking of us in our times of need. I appreciate your care packages. They really help out a lot. So thank you. You are just amazing. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Chung Che.
My name is Sharam Hazani.
And we are co-chairs of MPTF's Professional Advisory Network, or PAN for short.
PAN is a networking group for professional advisors with clients in the motion picture and television industry.
This dynamic group is comprised primarily of entertainment and estate planning attorneys, business managers, CPAs, financial planners, and wealth managers,
and is intended to be a resource for advisors to assist their entertainment clients by keeping them updated on the charitable and social services that are available to them at MPTF.
On behalf of our MPTF PAN family, we would like to thank all of the doctors, nurses, first responders, and the entire medical staff in and out of the hospitals and clinics that are treating patients during this COVID-19 pandemic.
On behalf of the entire MPTF PAN community, I would like to take the time to thank and acknowledge all parents, especially my wife Farnaz, who has been an incredible mother to our two young children, Zoe and Tyler. Farnaz has gracefully taken on a role much bigger than she had ever imagined in caring for our children. I'd like to thank all parents who rose above every challenge, parents who have had to console and educate children from home, parents who have had to break the news of canceled birthday parties and graduation celebrations, parents who had to work harder than ever to provide for their families, parents who faced the difficulty of not working at all, and parents who put their lives on the line and were away from their children just to protect them. Thank you, parents, for all that you've done during this challenging time.
Having recently been hospitalized undergoing emergency surgery, I had a first-hand view of the wonderful treatment of not only doctors and nurses, but all of the rest of the medical staff, including lab technicians, orderlies, food preparers, and housekeeping, who are all doing their best and risking their lives to serve patients like me and our families during this difficult period. Our heartfelt gratitude goes out to every one of you. Please stay safe, and thank you.
Today, I want to thank all the nurses and all the doctors who are giving their lives daily to help eradicate this most devastating virus. And I want to thank you all for the expression of love, whether it be through Zoom or FaceTime with your family and friends. Together, today, we play a part. So thank you all. God bless, love and light, peace and blessings. We'll get through this.
Hello, this is Phil. I'm happy to be making a delivery to one of my brothers of groceries from the MPTF. Here's the supplies that we have for him, all nicely bagged up and ready for me to deliver. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to be helpful.
All right, folks, it's me, Jeff Ross. Please welcome your host for We All Play Our Part, a benefit for MPTF. She's one of the most respected actors, writers, and hosts in our community, and he's some putz from a dance show that I should have won. Here they are, Yvette, Nicole Brown, and Tom Bergeron!
Thank you, Jeffrey, and that's Mr. Putz. Welcome to We All Play Our Part. It's a benefit for MPTF, the Motion Picture and Television Fund.
We're so thrilled that you're with us tonight as we bring you some music, some comedy, and a lot of heart while staying at least 6 feet apart.
Pure poetry, Yvette. Yes, indeed. You are practicing proper social distancing, as we hope you are all able to do as well. We're on a very quiet set in what used to be a very busy town.
Just like nearly every other industry across the nation, concerns around COVID-19 have brought the entertainment community to a standstill, and that's why we are here.
Indeed, our goal is to not only entertain you, but also to encourage you in the same way that the MPTF has encouraged so many over the years. For nearly a century, MPTF has been a safety net of health and social services for members of our community in front of the camera or microphone and behind the scenes.
Now, we all know that the shows you've been binging don't make themselves. The stars get all the applause and awards, but we never see the hardworking people behind the scenes who don't make the big bucks for being on camera. Though not household names, they are an integral part of our extended showbiz family. They depend on each and every new job to provide for themselves and their families. Sometimes they depend on MPTF. Right now is one of those times.
Indeed. We know it's hard. We know that many people in need have been reaching out. But we also want you to know just how far your donations can go to make a real difference.
Your donation of $30 will provide groceries for a family of 2. Your $50 donation will buy a box of disposable masks. Your $100 donation will help with transportation for an older adult. So, if you can help, please text MPTF Cares to 41444 or go to mptf.com/weallplayourpart.
We're going to keep an eye on the live donations throughout the show. And thank you very much. To help their industry colleagues, board members John and Marilyn Wells are generously matching donations up to $250,000.
Wow.
$250,000, so a big thanks to you as well.
Now, because we all play our part, we like to give everyone a chance to have a moment in the spotlight.
So, here's a promising actor with a bright future. You're going to want to remember his name. Oh, right, George Clooney.
Yeah.
Hi. Now, I think it's important before we start that we are completely honest with one another. And in full disclosure, I'm not wearing any pants. And I think if you were going to be completely honest as well, you would admit that you're not wearing pants either. Just think it's important that we say that. You know, the other day I started my 60th year. And when you get to a certain age in your life, you find that you need to look back and see how you participated. What did you stand for? Whose life did you make safer or happier or more filled with joy or love? Why were you here? Over the many years that I've been coming to the Motion Picture Home, we shot a TV show here. All of the residents, almost to a person, have asked some form of that question of themselves. All of the residents have. But the non-residents, the people that don't live there, the doctors, the nurses, the hospitality workers, the chefs, the electricians, the gardeners, the people that are the lifeblood of the Motion Picture Home, they don't ever have to ask that question because it's answered in the faces and in the hearts of all of the residents and their family and all of their friends. We can't thank them enough for their courage, for making this home such a special place. It is our home. There are actors and directors and script supervisors and cinematographers, but they're our family, and we thank them very much for taking care. Now tonight, there are several things happening. There is, once again, strip bingo, which, if it's anything like last year, there really are no losers. And then afterwards, there will be virtual polka dancing led by Jeffrey Katzenberg, who, as you remember, is the 1996 and 1998 polka champion. He, I think, was robbed in 1997 by a very, he's a good dancer, Jim Giannopoulos, but really, it really was Katzenberg's to lose, and I thought it was unfair. Have a great night, and thank you all for helping.
George, on behalf of MPTF, thank you for all that you do.
I really wanted to show solidarity with George, but this is the first time I've worn pants since the middle of March.
Attaboy.
Thank you. Even though the times call for social distance, like between Yvette and myself, we still need to find a way to stand by one another. 5 years ago, this gifted singer-songwriter ruled the airwaves with an anthem that beautifully expresses that sentiment.
Joining us from her home to sing Stand By You, the wonderful Rachel Platten.
Okay, here is my song, Stand By You. I'm so honored to get to play for you guys. Hands, put your empty hands in mine. And scars, show me all the scars you hide. And hey, if your wings are broken, please take mine till your skin open too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. No tears, make a lot of scopes in your eyes. It hurt, I know you're hurting, but so am I. In love, if your wings are broken, we can brave through those emotions too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we're breaking down, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Yeah, you're all I never knew I needed. And the heart, sometimes it's unclear why it's beating. In love, if your wings are broken, we can brave through those emotions too. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. No truth, I guess truth is what you believe in. And faith, I think faith is having a reason. No, love, if your wings are broken, bottom line till yours can open too. Come on, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we're breaking down, we can find a way to break through. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, yeah, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. And I'll be your eyes when the clouds are in the sky. I'll be your arms, I'll be your steady satellite. When you can't rise, when I'll crawl with you on hands and knees. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if I break it down, we can find a way to break through. I hope you're clapping at home. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk through hell with you. Love, you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'm gonna stand by you. Even if we can't find heaven, I'll walk
There are so many people who've dedicated their entire lives to our industry, working tirelessly behind the scenes, all to help us make our dreams come true. Giving back to the MPTF is an amazing way to say thank you for all you've done for us. And thank you, MPTF. We look after our own.
Hi everyone, Hugh Jackman here. And the reason I'm here is that I'm a true believer that we all play our part. I've been very blessed to be playing parts since I started in a production of My Fair Lady at my high school. I think you might have missed that one because, trust me, it was way off Broadway on Sydney's North Shore. Still, that challenging part made me a part of a global community of not just actors and writers and directors, but stage managers, craft service people, makeup geniuses, special effects gurus, and all the other beautiful characters who put the show in show business. And that's the precise community that MPTF has been supporting and helping keep together in good times and trying times for nearly a century. As MPTF prepares to celebrate 100 years of supporting our larger family, we wanted to look way back before social distancing was a thing to a night that many of us will never forget, the 95th Gala for MPTF. So I feel honored to introduce to you just a few highlights of that very meaningful event. First up, here to tell you two powerful stories that reflect why we're all here and why it's so important that MPTF is around to help for the next 100 years. Here are two outstanding storytellers, actors and human beings who could play any part, Kris Pine and Bryan Cranston.
My grandmother was here for 8 years at the end of her life. She'd suffered 2 pretty devastating strokes. And she was an actress in the 30s and 40s here in Hollywood. And I can remember very clearly coming here and seeing above and beyond the incredible facility and the beautiful facility and the space that they have out here. It was the compassionate care I saw, the incredible doctors and nurses and practitioners here. And you know, for someone who is obviously in so much pain, the chance to go out, to take a walk, to go to the Rose Garden, which is right behind us, which I remember so well, and for her to see friends that she had made over a career of 30 or 40 years here, some of them here sharing the experience, was quite something and very moving and very, very important for my grandmother. So I thank them firsthand from the bottom of my heart.
What was her name?
Ann Gwynn.
Ann Gwynn. Great. My mother was a resident here as well, and ironically, because of Kirk Douglas's largesse, they created Harry's Haven, and that's where my mother lived for 4 years. She had Alzheimer's, and my mother was a very spry woman. She was a very flirtatious woman, you might say. 4 husbands, scores of boyfriends. I was working on Malcolm in the Middle. I was directing an episode one time, and I got a call from the nurse practitioner, Susan, and she said, "Bryan, I have some information for you. First of all, I want to tell you that your mother is fine." Good. But she has developed a relationship with one of the other patients. Now, this is very rare because usually in Alzheimer's patients, a libido is one of the first things that goes. And your mother is a very, well, how should I put this, friendly person. And we have proof that they have consummated their relationship. To which I said, "What proof do you have?" I withdraw the question. She said, "I want you to know that it's very mutual, and they find each other very attracted to each other, almost on a daily basis." Well, hello. And she said, "I know it must seem very odd for you to imagine your mother with someone other than your father." Not really, but she said, "If you have any concerns or issues, please, I'd be happy to help you with those at this time." And I said, "I have one very big concern." And she said, "Please, what can I do to help?" I said, "What if she gets pregnant?" We laughed. But behind the laughter was a grateful son. because in the last few years of my mother's life, she was able to find companionship and love, and she received the best care I could have hoped for from this facility and from Harry's Haven and the nursing staff. The compassion is unparalleled. And so personally, from me, thank you very much for taking care of my mother.
People often ask me, of all the incredible performers I've been blessed to work with, who did you like the best? And they always want to know who was my favorite castmate on Community. Well, who's my favorite? Well, common courtesy prevents me from naming one. Actually, common courtesy and a court order, but I can introduce you to two of them who made the list. In no particular order, Ken Jeong and Joe McHale.
Hi, this is Ken Jeong and Joe McHale from the Darkest Timeline podcast, and we just want to thank everyone at the Motion Picture Television Fund for all they're doing right now, especially during these pandemic times, and I want to give a shout out to our bubby, our friend Yvette Nicole Brown for hosting this event along with Tom, and thank you, Yvette, again for saying on the record and off that I was your most favorite Community member of cast of all time. And that really means a lot to me. And I just want to say thank you.
Favorite Community member of cast.
Okay, here it comes.
So that's what she said. And hey, Motion Picture Fund, Television Fund?
Motion Picture Television Fund, yes.
Yes. We hope you raise a lot of money. And if you don't make enough tonight, then Ken has volunteered to make up the difference, so you guys are $1 million in the black. Thank you, Ken.
Thanks, Ken.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
You got a pair of headphones on. They're down.
No,
He said he
can't hear.
Thought he said he
was.
Anyway,
give us.
There's something wrong with
Just
my,
remember. Thank you. You guys can cut this any way you like, but just know that Ken had the finest non-speaking role in Avengers Endgame out of any actor.
I definitely can't hear anything out of either ear now. I definitely can't hear anything.
I love you guys.
Birds are singing still, they don't know what's going on. If I had wings like theirs, I'd probably sing along. But I've been sitting at my kitchen table for weeks, mint green notebook, staring back empty. I'm at a loss for words, don't know what I don't know. All of my thoughts keep getting caught in my throat. I guess that it's simple when you get to the heart.
Hi, I'm Bob Beecher, CEO of MPTF, the Motion Picture and Television Fund. And tonight I'm coming to you from the stage of the Susan and Gary Martin Screening Room in the Louis B. Mayer Theater on the Motion Picture Home Campus in Woodland Hills. We live stream 20 hours of fresh content for our 250 residents from this stage every week in a show called Organized Chaos. In mid-March, the High Wire Act, that is the life of the freelance workforce in the entertainment industry, came crashing down as film and TV production around the world was interrupted by the COVID-19 virus. Over 100,000 members of our workforce were sent home to shelter in place. The contagion of COVID-19 also became a pandemic of unemployment, stress, and anxiety. We see a need and we fill it. MPTF, now nearly 100 years old, was there to catch our community in its safety net. Our social workers have now spoken directly to thousands about sustaining grants of financial assistance, about health insurance, about access to food, and in some dire cases, about homelessness. Our volunteers have provided thousands of care calls to those who are feeling lonely, socially isolated, and frightened, and who are grieving for a lost past and an uncertain future. Thanks to the generosity and support of so many in Hollywood, around the country, and around the world, MPTF was ready to do what matters most. In the words of our founder, Mary Pickford, in 1921, to take care of our own. And we're doing it with compassion. Words from the heart are received by the heart. So tonight, from mine to yours, please be there for the members of our entertainment community, our extended show business family, when they need you the most. We can all play our part. And George, in the spirit of true transparency, neither am I.
Well, all right.
It's a nice pair of legs.
After seeing those knees, I got a new nickname for him.
What is it?
Nobby Bobby.
Oh,
Huh?
Send your letters, Bob,
Okay,
to
there you go.
Tom Bergeron.
Sorry. Okay, we don't need to see more of that.
No, I want to see more nice legs.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Williams Paisley. I've been acting since I was 13 years old, so I've been on many, many film sets, and some of my very favorite people are the people I met there. Not just the actors, but the crew, everyone in production, behind the camera. It becomes a family, a team. So MPTF has been supporting the show business community for almost 100 years, and they need our help now more than ever. As you know, there is no I in team. There's also no I in beer. And so here to play his song, No I in Beer for you, is my husband, fellow quarantine partner, Brad Paisley.
To the farmers and the first responders, to the truck drivers shifting gears, every nurse that needs a break, let me buy you a drink, there ain't no I in beer. Wherever you are tonight, whatever you're going through, grab a long neck bottle or a big old pint and let's all have a few. Cause we're on this together, to me it's all so clear. Drinking ought to be a team effort, there is no I in beer. So you got a buddy who's heartbroken, see if you can get him on the phone. You tell him life ain't fair, we all been there, and no one should drink alone. Cause we're on this together, it's why God put us here. Drinking ought to be a team effort, there is no I in beer, and there ain't no you right in beer, that's right. But there's about to be a lot of beer in you and I. This was gonna be our season, we were the team to beat. Oh, but not anymore. We're looking at the score in shock and disbelief. Cause we're on this together, and there's always next year. I'm liking all this team effort, there is no I in beer. To the farmers and the first responders, to the truck drivers shifting gears, every nurse that needs a break, let me buy you a drink, there ain't no I in beer.
Hey, what's happening? Taye Diggs here. Personally reaching out to say thank you to my crazy entertainment family. A lot of people that are usually working on shows and theater and the likes, they're out of work. And despite the financial difficulty, they are finding ways to show up and do what they can to be of service. Crew members are delivering groceries to folks. Writers are showing up for the elderly. Those that are working behind the scenes are now at the front lines, frontline responders. So thank you very much for all that you're doing. It does not go unnoticed. We all are a part of this wonderful gift of community, and we're all doing our best where we all play our part. Thank you.
Thank you, Taye. Hey, you know, one of the things that has made coping with isolation a bit easier, well, for me, it's legal edibles in California, but for...
Not just for you.
Okay. A lot of people, it's the ability to knock back a couple without the need for a designated driver. Yeah, I didn't have any yet, though. That and the fact that technology has allowed many of us to stay in touch with the people we love, face to face. For example, let's check in with two funny people everybody loves as they catch up, the brilliantly talented Ray Romano, I read that just like you asked me to, right? And my always upbeat buddy, Brad Garrett.
Hello?
Hi, Ray. How are you?
Hi. Good.
Hi.
You?
I'm good. I'm good. How are things going in the motion picture home? I know you've only been there a couple weeks.
My bowel movements?
Ray, no one has bowel movements at the motion picture home. I know you had a bad fall, Ray, after The Irishman premiered. So we're just checking to see if you're okay. Thank God your nose broke your fall. Every time we Zoom, which hasn't been a lot, I'm over here, Ray. Just pretend you hear me. Every time we Zoom, and I see you, it's remarkable with all that money how horrible your taste is. What is that behind you? Is that
By the way,
where are you?
do you think I pick things out? Do you think this is me? I do one thing. I hand over my wallet and then I say, "Where's my clean underwear and an apple?" And I go in a corner and I put on Jeopardy. By the way, you know what I've noticed from in quarantine?
What's that?
The gross factor after not showering for 4 days is not really that different after 5 days. You max out. You max out at 4.
So it's kind of like you're working.
The curve flattens. The gross curve flattens at 4. You can, after you hit 4, you're good.
I'll tell you what I've noticed. Wearing the masks, how horrific my breath is. And I'm a brusher, I'm a flosser. I do all that, but I wear a mask. I think the giant Jews vapors are going to get me before the COVID. Okay, who are you looking at, Ray? The Lord? Can you? I'm right over here, honey. Okay, don't look at the light. We have 5 more minutes.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't make eye contact in real life. Zoom's not going to cure that.
I know. You know what? I think for the first time, Ray, your social distancing is mirroring your emotional distancing. Could that be?
I'll tell you one thing. My strength. I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My therapist
The
thinks
one that took his life, or is this a new one?
he's surprised at how well I'm doing, and he thinks it's because I prepare for this all the time. I've carried Perel for, you know me, this has been in my pocket for 25 years. Yeah.
It's true. So you're pretty much in the sweet spot of your life right now, the quarantine. How are the butlers taking it? You know what you should do until this is over? Let the butlers go, but the legal one. Because let me tell you what's going to happen here, Ray. All the money you have hidden in the backyard, one of the twins are going to find it, right? He's going to buy himself like a huge jumpy castle, and we're going to be broke. And so we're going to end up. So all I'm trying to say, I hope we have bunk beds in the motion picture. I'm over here, Ray. Quit looking at the ceiling. Lighting isn't important during Zoom.
When you say twins, you mean my kids, right? Not my testicles, right? Because you know, the last thing my testicles are is identical. You know that. You know that.
That's true.
Me.
That's true, because you have one ball, right? Which I think the people should know.
Hold on. No, well, let's be totally honest. It's not that I only have one. I have one plus a little guy. I got a little guy. I got one guy, and I got a little. It's you know what it's like? It's like in World War II, that the German motorcycle with the little sidecar. That's what they're like. Come back here.
We'll be right back.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jay Ellis.
Hi, Ming-Na here.
I know some of our crew and the below-the-line workers are struggling right now with production being shut down, but just wanted to say we're thinking about you.
I also want to thank MPTF for everything that they're doing to help out our members in the entertainment industry. People who, like our crew.
I wouldn't be able to do my job without you guys. I don't know how to use props.
The hardest working, most amazing people behind the cameras.
Makeup, you know, I need a lot of it sometimes, you know what I mean? Wardrobe, you guys keep me looking good.
Without them, you would not be getting all the movies and TV series and game shows and any other form of entertainment that you see, including sports.
Thank you for all that you do. And, you know, today we all play our part.
So thanks to the crew. Today, we all play our part.
Indeed. And if you were to speak with the residents and staff at MPTF's retirement community, the one word that would come up time and time again? Family. There's a special bond between the neighbor down the hall and the people who prepare the meals or maintain the grounds. Two longtime friends of MPTF who happen to be a family are with us now to share their thoughts about what the community means to them. Here are Richard Marks and one of my predecessors as host of America's Funniest Videos, Daisy Fuentes.
Hey everybody, I'm Richard Marks. I'm Daisy Fuentes, and we've both been working in the entertainment industry forever. Me, 30 years or more, you?
Me a little longer, but I'm older than you.
Yes, you are. Well, anyway, it's just that I've made such great friends from this amazing community, and I've gotten to know such great people from this industry, and that is why I am so happy to be able to support the MPTF COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund, which really does such a great job during these crazy times, just providing folks from this community with all the essentials that they may need. And I'm just sending out a really heartfelt thank you, because I really do feel like it's my community.
Yeah, we really feel a big part of this, and want to say a big shout out to all the volunteers and people who work at MPTF year in and year out, who are doing such incredible work and taking care of these people, and we're just sending you guys tremendous thanks and love and safety. And if people who are watching this, if you can afford to help out and donate, it would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, and pass the word along. And now you're gonna do a song.
I'm gonna do a song.
Because you can. If I could, I certainly would, but I can't. You don't want to hear that, so I'm just gonna step out of the way.
But she looks good.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do this song back from 1989, and sending it out to you guys. Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. Sending love to everybody.
Great stuff.
It is. At this often confusing moment in our lives, staying connected is crucial. Checking in with friends and loved ones to make sure they're doing okay is probably something you do every day without even thinking about it. In my family, everyone calls several times an hour, and at the same time. I don't know how many times I can say, yes, I'm fine. Yes, I've eaten. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I've eaten. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I've eaten. You get the idea. But what about the folks who don't have a wide circle? To stay connected with members of our entertainment community who have limited contact with others, MPTF volunteers are making thousands of much-needed and much-appreciated care calls. To tell us more, here are Oscar-nominated screenwriter Billy Ray and SAG-AFTRA board member and my friend, Frances Fisher.
The whole idea behind MPTF, its purpose, is community. bringing people together at a time in their lives when that matters. COVID, for the moment, has taken that gift away, but Care Calls gives it back. I have a list of folks that I call every week. One used to be a negative cutter. One used to be a production accountant at Universal. One was a Teamster. I check in with them and we talk. Sometimes they reminisce. Once in a great while, they have a question for me about MPTF policy, which I can then investigate for them. With one, a former director, the calls never last more than 15 seconds. Ever. Every single time he says, "I'm fine, I don't need anything," but right before he hangs up, he always says, "But I very much appreciate the call." They all say that. Every time. Because for now, I'm their connection to MPTF. I'm their community. That's an honor. It's also a joy.
So if you want to make a phone call or receive a phone call, MPTF can make it happen. We're aligning with Governor Newsom's initiative of checking in with all Californians over the age of 65. So will you join me in sustaining one of our most valuable assets, human connection, with MPTF Care Calls? All you have to do is email info@mptf.com to sign up.
Hi, Tom and Yvette. Allison, Janney here. I want to thank you both for hosting. I understand the theme for tonight is we all play our part, and that we do. And to that end, I wrote a little something to go along with that theme, and it goes something like this. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts. So that's pretty true. And I just want to thank my friend Billy Shakespeare, for punching that up a little bit. And obviously it's not finished, but I'm just a proud member of this community, and I want to give back. This is such a terribly difficult time for all of us, and I want to encourage everyone to give generously to the MPTF COVID-19 Emergency Relief Fund. I send so much love to everyone, especially my crew from Mom. I miss you all, and I send love and hope you are all safe and healthy, and we will get through this together.
Birds are singing still, they don't know what's going on. If I had wings like theirs, I'd probably sing along. But I've been sitting at my kitchen table for weeks, mint green notebook, staring back empty. I'm at a loss for words, don't know what I don't know. All of my thoughts keep getting caught in my throat.
All right, time for a little bit of history. In 1921, MPTF was founded by a handful of the biggest box office stars of the day. They saw the need to provide assistance and comfort to some of the hardest working members of the entertainment industry during their toughest times. Like many of you, the vast majority of our Hollywood community works job to job, lives paycheck to paycheck in order to support their families.
Just as the founders used the awesome power of their voices, MPTF continues to reach out by hosting special events to celebrate people who don't make the headlines. We put faces and histories to their names.
Exactly. One such event which spotlights the contributions of our members is Real Stories, Real Lives. Here's Keegan-Michael Key giving us a brief look at MPTF's impact on the industry.
Folks, oh my gosh, woo! I am so happy to be here tonight. My name is Keegan-Michael Key. Tonight, you will be meeting some special members of our community. These are the people you rely on to create the perfect costume, or to coordinate the most thrilling fight sequence, or the person who works miracles at the makeup chair, and a lot of those extremely talented people who work tirelessly to keep this world running get support from MPTF.
MPTF to me is community. It's a place that supports and celebrates all the working people in our industry. Its heart is immense and huge.
This is an incredible evening because
Real Stories, Real Lives is a window into the soul of MPTF. When people hear the stories, I think people realize how much of an impact MPTF actually has.
I'm sure I will cry because I'm like at an emotional 8 right now.
These stories will inspire you at times, and they will also break your heart, but they're mostly going to inspire.
Our business, as exciting as it is, also has a very temporal quality.
When we're making a movie, you become a very solid family and a community, and then, you know, and then you might not have a job for another 9 more months, and you need to fall back on some friends and some support, and the MPTF is exactly that.
One thing that makes Hollywood different is there's a community, and to support each other and to love each other in those times of need where I don't know if there's other industries or other businesses like it where they'll come to each other's aid when things hit the fan.
Everyone rallies around and reaches out and hugs and loves and is just there. It's just a really amazing, it reminds me of a family. And I think that's just such a special thing in this community.
I grew up on a movie set, and everybody on a movie set are the people that we take care of. Grips, electricians, craft service, all the way up to actors, writers, directors. I get the chills right now just talking to you.
No one gets into this business because it's easy. We struggle to make something great because we want to leave our mark. And every single day, MPTF is leaving a mark on people's lives. It's lifting people up, and it's making a difference. So please remember that this is your community. This is your charity. And all of us, we all play a part.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeffrey Katzenberg, chairman of the MPTF board. And contrary to popular belief, I've actually not been around as long as the MPTF, which will turn 100 years old next year. But I have been involved with this incredible organization for a very long time. There's a pretty simple reason why the MPTF has been such a passion and a priority for me. Day after day and year after year, it makes such a crucial difference in the lives of people who truly are the entertainment industry, which I consider my family. Of course, the MPTF is well known for its amazing retirement community in Woodland Hills, but over these decades, it has done so much more, providing critical assistance to members of our industry of all ages when they are most in need. Today, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the need is the greatest it has ever been. To make sure that the MPTF can once again step up for the entertainment family in crisis, my fellow board member and good friend John Wells is spearheading a campaign to raise $500,000 for the MPTF's emergency fund. John and his extraordinary wife Marilyn have personally pledged to double every dollar you donate. Thanks to such supportive efforts, we will get through this. As an industry, we have faced adversity before, and each time we've come back stronger than ever, as the world always looks to us for the unmatched creativity and content we create. I want to thank John and Marilyn and all of the amazing talent who have made this event possible. This fundraiser may be virtual, but the support your donations make possible is very, very real. Thanks so very much.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jodie Foster. If you ever get a chance to head out to Calabasas and see the campus at the MPTF, just know that those residents need your support. It's a beautiful place with some incredible people. That's us. I first went there many, many years ago to visit my studio teacher, Irene Brofstein, who was in the hospital there. And my mom and I got to walk around the campus. And then as time went on, we just started dreaming and thinking that it would be wonderful for everybody to have a pool that they could swim in, that they could do their exercises in, to bring more wellness to the campus and to the residents. Then Mr. Saban completed that vision with the Wellness Center. I just want to send my love and support out to all of you, the people manning the gates, people bringing the food. You look beautiful in those masks. Sending you a big kiss.
After watching all of these videos, I hope you understand that MPTF is not just about the people that you see on TV. It's really about the people behind the scenes that do all the real work. Crew is life. So if you feel it in your heart, if you feel led, please donate. There's information at the bottom of the screen for the entire night. And now, I have the pleasure of introducing one of my best friends. We began our industry careers together. He's gone on to win a Tony and a Grammy for originating the role of Aaron Burr in the groundbreaking musical Hamilton. And I've gone on to have the pleasure of introducing him. Singing a song from his brilliant CD, Mr. Please welcome Mr. Leslie Odom Jr. That's my boy.
Hey. Sexy and free, something in the water, gotta hold on. She's destined daughter, I'm gasping for air. You won't believe it, you just had to be there. Hidey, 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 ho. I'm addicted to the thrill, I can't let her go. Heaven help me, I'm so helpless, think I'm losing my control. So deep under her spell, oh well. I don't know how she do what she do in the dark. I think she put a root on my heart. I can't leave her alone, yeah. She read me like them bones. She make me go crazy. She speaks like sweet tea. Her hips sway like the wind through the trees. Her kisses are like coffee flavored whiskey. I wanna take a hand till I'm tipsy. Hidey, 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 ho. I'm addicted to the thrill. I can't let her go. Heaven help me, I'm so helpless. Think I'm losing my control. So deep under her spell, oh well. I don't know how she do what she do in the dark. I think she put a root on my heart. I can't leave her alone, yeah. She read me like the rose, yeah. She make me go crazy. She brings me straight to my place. Her touch is the sweetest indeed. She's making a fool out of me. By a woman, know you got me. Howling at the moon if I don't see it soon. I'll be falling to the room, like a head through. I keep calling, trying to catch you. Slipping her molasses or whatever. She put on me is magic. I don't know how she do. I think she put a root on my heart. I'll never leave her alone. She reading me, she reading me. She make me go crazy. She make me go crazy.
How was it? Was it all right?
To all those working on the front lines or benefiting from the Motion Picture and Television Fund, I send you all my love, my support, and a contribution. Particularly those on the front line, thank you so much at this time for all your incredible efforts. We're going to get through this. And for all those that are up there at the Motion Picture home, keep a giggle. This is going to get better, and hang in there. Lots of love.
Thank you, Michael. The MPTF campus house residents from all walks of the entertainment community, actors, writers, directors, film editors, special effects geniuses, many more. They're creative thinkers, problem solvers, people who ply their craft to make something wonderful out of thin air. In fact, they stay engaged through their own closed-circuit TV station, Channel 22. Let's see how they're passing the time.
Talk to me.
are you? I'm going to get away from I don't really, but you can see.
Okay. Okay. That seemed like a better idea on the rundown. They're just like many of us. They're tired of being quarantined. Maybe a little motivation will help. And I have the perfect person, former head coach of the 7-time NCAA champion UCLA women's gymnastics team, Miss Val. Come on down.
Time out. This is not what we are about, okay? You are better than this. Let's just keep this party rolling, okay? And the best way to do that is obviously with a dance party. So I'm calling in my reinforcements. We've got a UCLA gymnast. She's an NCAA champion, and she is a viral sensation. Welcome, Katelyn Ohashi.
Hello, everyone. Are we ready to start dancing?
You bet. All right. With enthusiasm, with grit, with confidence. Ready, team? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. We're strong. Down. We're strong. Come up to your head. Look at your partner and go, I love being safe. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down. We're strong. Down. We're strong. Oh, look at your partner. Awesome.
All right, everyone watching, let's make this dance go viral. Blast your videos and tag MPTF and make sure to donate. It's a great cause.
Make sure to donate, people. Again, from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and up, down and up. Up and look and up. 5, 6, 7. Up. High fives. Awesome. Good job.
Well, here's a mess.
Katelyn and Ms. Val, thank you. Would you like to dance along with this group of entertainment vets?
Hey, I can't promise a mirror ball, but I can promise you a good time for a good cause. Go to mptf.com/weallplayourpart to learn that dance. By the way, I was just informed the internet's going crazy for Leslie Odom Jr.'s daughter.
That's Lucy, everybody.
Yeah, Lucy. You're the star of this show.
You are the star, Lucy. And guys, please tag at MPTF when you post your version of the We All Play Our Part dance.
Hi, I'm Kris Jenner. My family has been my greatest strength in life. We've been together through ups and downs and everything in between. But now I'd like to focus on a bigger family. All of us who work in entertainment, no matter what the size of the screen may be. MPTF has been here to support our industry for almost 100 years. And it's important for all of us to know that when they say we all play our part, they really mean it. I've personally seen how much they do for the residents and for the whole community. And their Wasserman campus is literally right down the street. We can only stay strong if we stick together. Thank you to all the frontline workers and essential employees working every single day to keep us safe and taking care of our most vulnerable. Family is everything. Please visit mptf.com to learn more. Thanks.
Birds are singing still, they don't know what's going on. If I had wings like theirs, I'd probably sing along. But I've been sitting at my kitchen table for weeks, mint green notebook, staring back empty. I'm at a loss for words, don't know what I don't.
As a kid growing up in Australia with a song in my heart, I am over the moon to be introducing this next performance from MPTF's 95th Gala. It's an incredible performance by a beautiful lady, a true living legend who's been a beloved part of the MPTF community. Well, here to do the honors of really introducing the legendary Helen Reddy, her daughter Tracy, and her granddaughter Lily.
Thank you, Hugh. I'm not the one in the family that loves the spotlight, but I want to say thank you, MPTF, for being such a loving home for so many residents, including my mother. We all play our part, so now I'd like to turn it over to my daughter Lily and let her do the talking.
Thank you, MPTF, for all that you do. And thank you all for watching and giving whatever you can. Here's a beautiful star loved all around the world and especially by me. my grandmother, Helen Reddy.
You and me against the world. Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. When all the others turn their backs and walk away, you can count on me to stay. Remember when the circus came to town and you were frightened by the clown? Wasn't it nice to be around someone that you knew, someone who was big and strong and looking out for you and me against the world? Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. And for all the times we've cried, I always thought that God was on our side. And when one of us is gone and one of us is left to carry on, then remembering we'll have to do. Our memories alone will get us through. Think about the days of me and you and me against the world. Is gone and one of us is left to carry on, then remembering we'll have to do. Our memories alone will get us through. Think about the days of me and you and me against the world. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brosnan, and I am honored to support MPTF in giving thanks to all the doctors and nurses, the men and women who are on the front lines each and every day in this terrible pandemic that has befallen us. We will get through it. We are strong of heart, strong of character, and we must get through it because we all play our part.
Thank you, Pierce. Yvette and I think we're still dealing with the goosebumps from Helen Reddy's song, right?
Oh, my God. I just found out that she wrote that for her daughter, Tracy, and so it makes everything just more gooey on my insides.
Indeed. Now, let's talk about some ungooey insides here.
Let's do it, Tom.
When we last left Ray Romano and Brad Garrett, they were catching up on old times, new insults, apparently completely unaware that any of us were watching them. So let's go back to them and see if they're playing nicely, or else it'll be an intervention from the creator of Everybody Loves Raymond, Phil Rosenthal, to save the day.
A lot of people at the motion picture home, they're baffled, not just by the skill set, but how you're able to afford so many things. What are you doing these days? I know you have a new movie in the works.
If you were this funny on the show, we could have done another year. Why just save it for a pandemic? You had a birthday in
I did have a
quarantine.
birthday.
Listen,
I did. I
was
had
gonna
my
get-
60th.
I know, and that's what I'm sad about, because I wanted to get you something, but what do you get somebody who has everything because of you? I'm holding, and I'm releasing.
You know, that's very true. That's very true.
No, you know, I do that too. Every year I do that.
Here's
Hey!
Phil Rosenthal, everybody. Phil Rosenthal, also in the motion picture home.
Yes, I do that joke. It's interchangeable.
Listen, you were supposed to do a tight 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So what now?
No, this was very good. I think you gave the people quite a show. I think everyone is happy. We just want to make sure that everyone knows to give to the Motion Picture Television Fund, right? For their emergency relief fund for COVID-19.
Okay. So so we should get that out there.
I just did.
Oh, I thought we were off the record here. That's why we're here. We're here to support the Motion Picture Television Fund, and we're lucky enough not to need it yet, but we may, and we know people and good friends who do use it, and it's very valuable for them, and especially
Phil,
now.
Can you say this? Phil, please say this. The Motion Picture Television Fund, Ray, which is, you let one of the butlers go, you help out 40 people. I
don't have a butler.
Yeah, it's a wonderful fund. And you know what, Ray, you and I, when we get off the Zoom and I send a sniper over to your place, I think what we should do is send them a check. And that's what I'm going to do, because, I grew up in Woodland Hills, and my mom actually slept with 4 people at the Motion Picture Television Fund. She would go by, she would sell roses.
What night was that? Sorry, keep going.
What night was that? No, it's a wonderful, wonderful foundation. And with COVID-19 and the emergency relief, and let me just say, between Phil and Ray, some of the biggest hearted people in the world that are always giving back. So I think it's time for me to open the wallet, let the bats out, and send a little over to my mishpacha.
I will do the same. Yes, I will do the same.
We love you all. We're thinking of you. I miss these 2 men so much in my life. I miss you both, and I know how grateful I am for both of you, because I wouldn't be in foreclosure for you two.
Likewise here. This is.
Love you guys. Thanks for doing this, and thank you to the Motion Picture Television Fund for all the great work they do.
Honey, see if they take Discover. See if they take Discover. Okay. Love you both.
All right, guys.
Thanks for involving me.
Happy to help, man. Thank you, guys.
I love you, Ruby. I love you, Billy.
Hi, I'm Norman Lear, and I'd like to thank, from the bottom of my heart, those first responders, those who are out there on the front lines on behalf of all of us. I want to thank them and the Motion Picture and Television Fund that supports them, and we're all doing our part.
Hello, everyone. My name is Esrailian, and I am honored to be a member of the MPTF Board of Governors and a member of our entertainment community. I also have the distinct privilege of being a physician at UCLA Health, and I am so proud of the unique partnership between UCLA Health and MPTF, 2 organizations that I love and admire so much. I want to thank the dedicated workers at our Wasserman MPTF campus for their selfless care of patients during this global pandemic. I also want to thank all of you for everything you've done to support MPTF. I want to send sincere thanks to the frontline healthcare workers at UCLA Health who have been saving lives in the emergency rooms, on our wards, and in our outpatient clinics. Finally, I want to thank all of you for tuning in during this virtual fundraiser. Please consider your support of MPTF, because every dollar counts, and we all play our part.
Now, as many residential facilities across the nation have been badly affected by COVID-19, the virus has also had a heartbreaking impact on MPTF residents and staff.
Sadly, we lost a number of beloved family members, each of them leaving behind an individual and indelible mark. Let's take a moment to honor these talented friends whose contributions and presence shall be missed but never forgotten. One of MPTF's residents was kind enough to give us these bottles of champagne to help us celebrate the lives of his neighbors.
We're also celebrating 5 residents who've recovered after their time in the COVID wing, 6 others who are on the road to recovery, and the incredible staff who've been working to restore them to good health.
And here's to the spirit of caring that wraps our Hollywood community with love.
I'll drink to that.
Hi, I'm Richard Whites.
And I'm Demi Whites, and we have been hosting Zoom benefit concerts called RW Quarantunes, where we've had many, many artists come and perform and tell stories in order to raise money. We've raised over $2 million for healthcare workers, frontline workers, hospitals, and many, many organizations that are in dire need of our help right now.
And so we wanted to share with you a performance by an LA native that performed on our Zoom right after Mayor Eric Garcetti, and that is the great and legendary Randy Newman. We love LA, he loves LA, and you love LA. Raise some money, everybody, tonight. Best of luck. We're excited to be part of this, and let's get everybody healthy and stay safe. Thank you.
Hey, New York City, it's cold and it's damp. All the people dressed like monkeys. Let's leave Chicago to the Eskimos. That town's a little bit too rugged. You and me, you bad girl. Rolling down the Carroll Highway. The big gas Loretta in my side. Second the wind's blowing hot from the north. He was born to ride. Go down the window, put down the top, crank up the Beach Boys, baby, don't let the music stop. We're gonna ride it too, just can't ride it no more. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody's very happy. Cause the city side all the time look like another perfect day. I love LA. We love it. I love LA. We love it. I should be shot for this. Look at that view. Look at those trees. Look at that bum over there, man. He's down on his knees. Look at these women. Ain't nothing like them nowhere. Section Boulevard. We love it. Victory Boulevard. We love it. Santa Monica Boulevard.
We love you.
6th Street. We love LA.
Hi, I'm Wanda Sykes.
And I'm Regina Hicks. And we're the executive producers on Netflix's The Upshaws. And today we want to say thank you to our amazing crew and our writers who are all home right now, staying safe. We know this has been a truly difficult time, but know that we're in this together and we're there for you. And today we all play our part.
And today, play your part by donating.
birds are singing still, they don't know what's going on. If I had wings like theirs, I'd probably sing along. But I've been sitting at my kitchen table for weeks, mint green notebook, staring back empty. I'm at a loss for words, don't know what I don't know. All of my thoughts keep getting caught in my throat. I guess that it's simple when you get to the heart. Turns out 6 feet feels like worlds apart.
Tonight, the classic song Eternal Flame takes on new meaning as we come together virtually to all play our part in keeping the flame of MPTF burning brightly. Here to introduce a very special performance of that song by the amazing Susanna Hoffs is her husband, a fantastic writer, director, producer, and good friend to MPTF, Jay Roach.
I'm very happy to be here to support the Motion Picture and Television Fund, and I have a special guest which I'll introduce in a moment, but I first wanted to say many of my most fulfilling and enjoyable screening experiences have been at the Motion Picture and Television Fund campus, and I just want to say hi to everybody, send you all my love and support. I hope you're all staying safe and sound. And now, instead of showing a movie, which is what I'm usually doing down there, I want to introduce my amazing wife, Susanna Hoffs.
Close your eyes, give me a hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Or am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? I believe it's meant to be, darling. I want you when you are sleeping, you belong with me. Do you feel the same? Or am I only dreaming? Or is this burning an eternal flame? Say my name, sun shines through the rain. Oh, life so lonely, come and ease the pain. I don't wanna lose this feeling. Oh, close your eyes, give me a hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Or am I only dreaming? Or is this burning an eternal
Hi, Jeff Bridges here. Yeah, I'm sequestered right along with you guys, hunkering down. It can be a bit frustrating. I know they had to postpone this FX show I was doing, having a great time working with everybody on that show. It's called The Old Man, but we've got to postpone that thing now. Yeah, but there are some positive sides to this hunkering down. I find I've got quite a bit of time now to meditate, contemplate, on how we might make this world a better place once this virus thing has run its course. Yeah, what kind of world do we want to live in? Have our kids live in and our grandkids live in? That's something to contemplate. Yeah, and, come on, we're all invited to do our part, man. Everybody's in this together. So I'll leave you with this message. Be love, huh? Be love.
I am so craving White Russians right now. All right, so this occurred to me.
Okay.
So if Jeff Bridges married Julie London,
Yes.
and she tripped going down the aisle,
Yeah.
she'd be Julie London Bridges falling down. Mic drop.
Yeah. You take it with you and just go. Just go. Okay, just a little reminder, your donation of $30 will provide groceries for a family of 2. Your $50 donation will buy a box of disposable masks. Come on in, Tom. Your $100 donation will help with transportation for an older adult. So, if you can help, please text MPTF Cares to 41444 or go to mptf.com/we all play our part. This special event is all about the power of you and me and our ability to make a difference for our behind-the-scenes workers in our entertainment community. So here's all the information behind me. Can you see it?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Every dollar counts. Now, back with us to celebrate the power of you and me with a little help from his band and some members of our loving MPTF community and staff is my favorite Marx brother, Richard.
I love you.
Everybody's talking, word is going round, rumors fly all over this town. How could a stranger know, but still a mystery to me? Don't know what to call it, don't know what it is. I only know for certain I've never felt like this. And baby, it's the one thing I can believe. There's nothing I fear in this life, as long as I got you by my side. We're mighty as a hurricane, tougher than stone, stronger than anything I've ever known. But look at us together, anybody could see. There ain't nothing that can stand up to the power of you and me. We're only good together, good on our own. Everything about you feels just like home. Before you, I don't remember how I got alone, yeah. You are the spark to my flame, the only one that burns in your name. We're mighty as a hurricane, tougher than stone, stronger than anything I've ever known. But look at us together, anybody could see. There ain't nothing that can stand up to the power of you and me. So many souls searching for what we hold around in our hands. You're the woman that makes me a better man. Oh yeah. We're mighty as a hurricane, tougher than stone, stronger than anything I've ever known. But look at us together, anybody could see. There ain't nothing that can stand up to the power of you and me. Yeah, yeah. Power of you and me. There ain't nothing stronger, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Richard. Richard Marx there. What a great way to finish.
That's really great. I enjoyed
Now-
the whole night.
Now, we're going to wrap this up, but the need continues. So look at that. Every dollar counts. Every dollar goes towards making life a little bit easier. Thanks to all of our friends, our performers, and mostly to you for playing a part in this special salute to the people whose work has no doubt brought magic to your lives.
If you're in a position to donate, please give your thanks to them. Share your love and make a much-needed contribution today. Let's take a quick look at what we've raised so far.
All right, these are the names of people donating. You can add your name to that list, even though we're going away. But please,
this is what everybody's just learned. Whatever's on there, I read.
That's right. It's like Anchorman.
It's like Anchorman, literally. I'm now scared what they will put up there next. Tom and I will leave you now with some more expressions of thanks, and I hope that you'll all play your part.
And as we say goodnight, a special thank you to Skylar Day for her beautiful song, 6 Feet Apart. You can check out her entire music video right here on YouTube. Stay at home, stay healthy.
Good night, everybody!
We all play our part. Come play with us. Today, I would like to thank all those frontline healthcare workers who are out there every day, the nurses, the doctors, and all the other people it takes to keep a hospital up and running. The people who sanitize the rooms, the janitors, the parking attendants, the greeters, the people who put the juice in those little circle thingies. We appreciate each and every one of you. Today, we all play our part.
Today, I thank all the care workers on the front line who are putting our health and comfort and safety before their own. We applaud you. We appreciate you. We could not get through this without you. Today, we all play our part.
To all of our essential workers keeping our world working and healthy, from those who care for our elderly, who keep our streets clean, our prescriptions filled, our internet working, thank you. To all of those keeping our minds and souls healthy, from therapists to those staffing crisis hotlines 24/7, thank you. But thank you alone is not enough. We have to take care of those who have been taking care of us, and inshallah that is a promise that we can make and one that we can keep.
Hello. I'd like to express my extreme gratitude to everyone who's working on the front lines fighting this virus every day, saving people's lives, putting their own lives at risk. I have such extraordinary admiration for you and gratitude for what you do.
Hi, I'm Nancy. I worked for CBS for 34 years, doing camera, audio, editing, news exchange, and other things. Anyway, and after that, I do extra work for movies and television. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to the Motion Picture and Television Fund for thinking of us in our times of need. I appreciate your care packages. They really help out a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are just amazing. Thank you.
Today, I want to thank all the nurses and all the doctors who are giving their lives daily to help eradicate this most devastating virus. And I want to thank you all for the expression of love, whether it be through Zoom or FaceTime with your family and friends. Together, today, we play a part. So thank you all. God bless, love and light, peace and blessings. We'll get through this.
Hello, this is Phil. I'm happy to be making a delivery to one of my brothers of groceries from the MPTF. Here's the supplies that we have for him, all nicely bagged up and ready for me to deliver. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to be helpful.